wasn't back. Anyway, we are now in the car driving to Auslan. In comparison to Melbourne and Sydney, I've noticed that Sydney has like better sunsets somehow. I don't know whether that's because they're more tropical. I don't know if it has to do with the air. It probably does because of pollution and all that. Sydney's more flashy, I'd say. Melbourne is more arty. Like over here in Melbourne, we have a lot more graffiti, but the graffiti like adds to it, because like I was walking around Sydney with my cousin before, and I was, oh my god, is that an ambulance? Yeah, it is. Anyway, oh, the clouds are so pretty. I wish I could show you the clouds. Maybe during the drive you will see them in the window, but they are so pretty right now. The way I can describe the clouds is that they look like dollhouse clouds, if that makes any sense, but they look like a dollhouse, and that is so pretty. Like they don't look like a dollhouse themselves, but they look like you know, the little painted detail in like storybooks? That's what they look like, and they're so cute and pretty. Like, they're mesmerizing. They're so pretty, and they just got those like vintage colors, if you will. Like, they're very pretty, very beautiful. Okay, back on the move, back on the drive. What was I even talking about? Oh right, the sunsets. No, the graffiti. The graffiti in Melbourne adds to the Melbourne culture, if you will, and it's very nice. Like when you're in Melbourne, it's not nice if you don't like graffiti, but like it's nice like if you appreciate it. Anyway, New South Wales didn't have any graffiti like Melbourne had graffiti. They had like one bit. Okay, obviously they have bits that I didn't see. I was probably in a lot of tourism, like touristy areas, because I'm from Melbourne. It just so happens that a lot of people I know live in Sydney. Guys, I don't know what I'm saying. I think whenever I'm in one city, I'm like, this is way better than the other city. But you know what? If I'm doing that for both cities, like constantly, then I guess they're both equally as good as each other. I don't know about the Gold Coast, like, or Queensland cities like Brisbane and all that. I don't know. I've only been there a few times, and once again, it was very touristy areas, but I will say their tram does not seem to go to many stops like the Victorian trams do, or the Sydney light rail. Also, I swear Sydney had like its own little light rail going on for it, and then they like got rid of it in 2013, and apparently I've been on it, but I don't remember it. I don't know if you guys can see the clouds, because of course there's no clouds in the shots like behind me or anything, which is just fantastic, but all the clouds are in front of me and they're so pretty. Okay, maybe not now, they're not as pretty as they were, but they're definitely very beautiful. Anyway, at Auslan class, I have no idea what we're going to be learning. I have missed 2 classes of Auslan. I know I'm just going off topic, like I'm not really going down any points. I don't write a script. I don't know, how do you make these videos? How do you make these vlogs? Do they just talk? Because I'm just talking, and that's how it's going. And I kind of like talking, but I like talking over and over. Like I think I like the sound of my own voice a little bit too much. And that's okay. One of these days, I'm gonna buy a blind box and I'm gonna open it up on camera. Because why not? Because like oh my gosh guys, I love blind boxes. I have a friend who, like, in class, her and I always talk about blind boxes, and you may be thinking, oh cool, so you're at uni and you're just talking about blind boxes. It's in one class, and the class, I swear, has been the same content for the whole 3 years. It has just been the exact same content, and I'm getting sick of it. So yeah, every now and then we talk about blind boxes because it's the exact same stuff over and over and over again. I wouldn't say my degree is too hard, okay? It is a pretty hard job though. So I guess I have it easy now, and then like later on, as I'm like in the workforce, like, I mean, I'm in like similar jobs now. I know I'm gonna eventually tell you guys what I study and what I'm gonna be doing, because like in 6 months I am going to Switzerland. Anyway, going back on topic, me and my friend talk about blind boxes in class, and I always go, I really want like this one, and I really want this series and all that, and then she goes, oh, I have that series, I don't really like the one I got, do you want it? And I love blind boxes, you know, but like I don't want the product without the blind box, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain. Like, to make it clear, I want Labubu, but I don't want just the Labubu. I want the experience of Labubu, which is opening the blind box, okay? And for me, I actually, yeah, anyway. So she basically says, do you want this thing? Like, I got it, I already opened it, and I tell her constantly, no, I want the experience of opening up the blind box and like seeing which one I get. Like, well, what's it gonna be? It's a mystery. I also don't really like buying them online. I had to buy the Labubu online, not through Potmart, and it was only $20 AUD, so that was a steal, and it's a real Labubu. I was actually very shocked. And yes, I know that, like, it's like, oh, why did you get Labubu and all that? And like, everyone gets Labubu. It's just a capitalistic thing. It's just a bit of plastic and it's overpriced. Yeah, but I got mine for like $20 and it's real, and I got my experience that I wanted, and like I love her so much. I got soy milk. I did record it, so maybe I'll release that recording someday, but like, I don't know, probably not. Oh my gosh, I need petrol. I just really like blind boxes, and maybe I'll make a video on it. That's what I was trying to get at. Honestly, this could be 2 videos, I'm not gonna lie. This might be an extra long video, like but I don't know, is that bad? Should they only be like 20 minutes? Or is it okay that it's gonna be like 40 minutes long? Because I have a lot of things to talk about, or do I have to cut out a lot of the things? Do like vloggers not talk a lot in their videos? Is that what's going on? Because this drive is 30 minutes long. How am I meant to cut this up? But I wonder how much regular vloggers like talk for. Do you know what I mean? And then how much do they edit out? Regular vloggers. You know what? I'm gonna be a vlogger. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like a YouTuber, and it's gonna be awesome. Mark my words, guys. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have so much fun, and I don't know, like, it's just gonna be a hobby of mine. I'm not really in it for the profit. Like, I'm probably gonna keep my job, and YouTube is gonna be like a side thing. But like, it's gonna be like a really fun hobby, I think. And I have like goals I want to achieve with YouTube, and I don't know, it's like after high school, and I had this fear that after university, what am I going to achieve? Like, because the job I'm in, I'm giving a lot of achievements out, which is great, and I can't wait to see it, but it's going to be really hard, and I feel like I'm going to have massive burnout. And I feel like if I have YouTube to give me some goals and achievements, like reaching a certain subscriber count, like that's going to be like amazing, guys, you know? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not going to be as scary. I'm more like, sometimes I get burnt out about my future job, like career, and I'm not even in my career yet. Like, I am now, and I love the bit that I'm in, but I don't know, like, I'm a bit scared. I just have all these visions for YouTube, and I can't wait to see it all like happen. The Auslan class is at like uni, and there's a certain car park that is really close to it, but I don't know how to get into the car park. Side note, in 6 months time, I will be going to Switzerland. That is right, for university, for studying abroad. In January, I will be going to Switzerland. But it's not for a very long time. It's only for it's not like, when I say study abroad, it's not like a whole, oh, it's a 6 months in Switzerland thing. No, it's not like a semester or anything like that. I'm going to Switzerland for a month, so from January to February, and I'm so excited for it. And it's to basically do my placements over there, like work experience over there. It was a application process, and it was long. It wasn't long, like like, as in, sorry, it was kind of a hard process to get into because there were only 9 people get to go to like Switzerland. Before the meeting to go to Switzerland, 30 people applied to either go to China, Switzerland, Fiji, or Italy, but they took away Fiji. And before Fiji was taken away, the minimum amount of people that could go were 50 people, and 30 people had already applied. And then they took away Fiji, meaning no one could go to Fiji, which was the biggest one. So that meant instead of 50 people being allowed to go, only 30 people could go. And 30 people had already applied. Sorry, 31 people had already applied before the Zoom meeting about the study abroad trip thing. And I was like, oh no. And they only take 9 people to Switzerland. They take like, I think like 15 people to Italy, and they take like 10 people to China. So yeah, and that meant roughly it was about 30 people because like that's minimum. I think they always take 9 people to Switzerland though, and then they take like 15 to 25 people to Italy. And yeah, I really wanted to go. I wanted to go in my first year, but they didn't allow first years to go. And then I wanted to go in my second year, and I went to like, sorry, not my second year. Basically, they didn't allow first years to apply, so I couldn't do it in my second year. So then I went to apply in my second year to do it in third year. And they were like, oh, we already closed everything up. Like, it's already done. Like, we already chose who's going to go. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I got no email that this was happening or anything. Like, I waited for that email. I waited for months for that email to like come through, and like no email. And I was like, I'm sorry. So this time I checked everything. I checked all the systems. I checked my email. This time they did send an email. Like this year they sent an email. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta check everything. And then they released things early by accident. So then I did like an interview that didn't count to anything. And then I was like, oh my goodness. And then I was like, so I basically did 2 interviews and like a lot of written statements. And I emailed my course advisor being like this, and she went, that's not out yet, don't do it. But I did it anyway, and lucky I did because it was the thing. So I was like, girl, why did you tell me it wasn't it when it was it? It was a whole process. And basically, after all of that, I convinced myself I'm not going to Switzerland. Like, it's not happening. I'm not going to be picked. Like, I'm not good enough. And I had that mentality. After I did all that, right, I still like applied my very hardest, even though I was like, I'm not going to get to go. Like, why would they accept me? Like, I've never get to go on these things before. Like, why would they accept me now? Like, even in like high school and stuff, like I was never the one to go like overseas. Like, I wanted to go to China and stuff, but I wasn't good at Chinese, so I didn't get to go. But then I like get the email like out of nowhere saying, congratulations, congratulations, we are offering you a spot to go to Switzerland. And I was like, I started like crying, and like no one was around. And then I called my mom, and then I called like my boyfriend, and then I called like my friends, and then I called everyone, and I was like, I'm going to Switzerland, what the hell? And then I started crying on the phone with my boyfriend, and I was like, I'm so scared. I don't know if I want to like do this because I'm so scared right now. Like, why? I don't know how to speak German because like the place I'm going to speaks mostly German. Oh my gosh, it's time to go. Basically, anyway, I got the email and I was like, I'm going to Switzerland. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I'm going. And then I like started crying, and I was like, what do you mean I'm going to Switzerland? That's, oh my god, like I don't know anyone. No one's going with me. There's only 9 of us, and I have to stay in like a host family house, and then like none of my friends will be there, and I'll miss my boyfriend, and I'll miss my friends, and I'll miss my family. I've never like been overseas by myself. It's a 22-hour flight, like minimum. It's probably going to be like 30 hours, but like, I don't know. And they might be like, oh, we want them there ASAP. So it might be 22 hours. But like, I was like, what if I lose my luggage? What if I do this? What if I do that? And then like, everyone was like, just like, calm down. You're going to be okay. This is actually a really exciting experience because you don't know anyone. And you're going to meet people, and you're going to make friends, and you're going to do this, and you're going to have this work experience, and it's going to look amazing on your resume. And I was like, that's so true. Moral of the story is I am so excited for Switzerland. I'm not crying anymore. I'm so excited. And then I started crying. Actually, I guess I am crying still, because I started crying happy tears. It was just amazing. Anyway, I made it here exactly at 5:30 p.m. My class is all the way down there, about a 20-minute walk. Should I just try and drive down there? Screw it, yeah. Okay. Trust me, I'm gonna drive down there, but I can't talk because this is like, you guys know, like driving anywhere like around here, you got to be very careful. I'm not gonna drive in the like place that I want to park, but I feel like it will be okay. But I don't know, it's still very sketchy. Ooh, we got cars everywhere. Okay. Okay. I didn't have my lights on, but I'm just, guys, follow your dreams. Even if you're scared, even if you are so scared, I want you guys to like follow your dreams to the maximum. Even if you're like I'll never do that, I'm not gonna go, just do it. Just like apply, and then if you get in, you're gonna be like, I want to go, I really want to go, this is amazing, how can I pass off this opportunity? Like, it's a month and it's scary, but you know what, literally 6 months, not 6 months after that, 11 months after that, I'm gonna go back to Europe with my boyfriend. And yeah, and you know what, if YouTube picks up, maybe I'll film in Switzerland. Maybe I'll be like, this is what I'm doing, a day in my life as like a uni student in Switzerland. I'm not going to be learning anything, no classes or anything, because January is Australia's like school holidays, like summer holidays. So we would be on uni break, but I will be studying. Okay, right now it's only a 10-minute walk. Yay! And I saved myself like 15 minutes, so I got to go. But basically, if you have an opportunity to go anywhere, like to do something life-changing, a story to tell, if you have a chance to do something that will give you a story to tell, do it. Like a safe story to tell, but like a risk, like you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you know, do it. And who knows, maybe you'll get a YouTube video out of it. Okay, bye.